Hey there, it's Hallie, and welcome to my very first Sims 4 build video. I am so excited to share this with you guys, and thanks for watching. So my first video, for it I decided to do my apartment in Phoenix, Arizona. I was living there at the time when I first started playing The Sims 4, and I was just so excited to get into the game and see what all the new features were like that I thought what better way to, practice using build mode and all that stuff than by designing my own apartment. So that's where I got this inspiration from. And as you can see, I am just going straight into it. So my apartment in Phoenix, I actually don't live there anymore. I just moved to Japan. But the apartment I had in Phoenix with my husband, Adam, we were living in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment complex on the 3rd floor. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Phoenix, but it's in the middle of the Sonoran Desert. So everything is just incredibly just dry and hot, and there's cacti and rocks and gravel and sand and gorgeous cactus plants and other succulents and desert plants and wildlife, and it's really beautiful there. The thing is though that with all that there comes a very muted color scheme, and like I said, everything is so hot there. It is the middle of the desert that lots of reds are used, and our apartment complex was actually not as red as what I end up using here for the walls, as you can see, but a little bit more muted than that. However, our building was red, our front door was red, and I wanted to use that on the build here, as you can see. A nice terracotta roof going in. And of course, I couldn't really... Well, I guess I could make it on the 3rd floor because we were, like I said, living on the 3rd floor. But at the end of the day, I just, raised up the foundation as high as I could to really give it that illusion that you were living the high life in an apartment complex. So I'm just getting the layout down here. It was really helpful that I was, like I said, inside of my apartment at the time, so I could just look around, turn my head, walk through the rooms, and really get to see exactly what the layout looks like. So you can see there, I just pulled the roof over the balcony because it was an partially enclosed balcony. Getting the lights there for the at the front door there, you can see there's like the wood area, the wood flooring, and that's the entryway. And then just off to the right is the kitchen. I'm putting in the sink, the counters, and then the sinks for the bathroom. And we had a laundry room, a closet, a tiny closet outside, the bedroom, and then a large walk-in closet in the bedroom, which was really great. And we had a living/dining room, which was pretty cramped, partially because the space is, like I said, a small space, 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. At the same time, when Adam and I did buy our furniture when we first moved in, we got a little overexcited and we bought an amazing L-shaped sofa, red sofa. It's awesome. I miss it. We had to sell it when we moved here, but it was too big for our apartment, I'll admit. And then we also bought this really great pub table, which was fantastic because you could stand at it, lean on it. But then, the seats were there as well, so you could sit and just feel like raised up while you were sitting at the pub table. However, it was too big, especially with that big sofa we had, and we bit off a little bit more than we could chew, I have to admit now. But hindsight's 2020. But the great thing is that, we made use of that stuff and had a lot of fun times. So now you can see I'm getting our bedroom stuff all figured out. We did have a rug at the end of our bed, and then I just put in that white cabinet at the foot of our bed. I actually refinished that. That was a DIY project that I took on while we were in Phoenix. It was previously a dark wood, and so I refinished it and painted it white and put some really cool contact paper on the inside, like black and white swirls. And it looks fantastic. My Mima, my grandma, actually is storing that for us in Phoenix while we're living abroad. So that's really nice of her. I didn't really want to part ways with that because it was something that I had, you know, given some TLC, and yeah, I want to try and keep that if I'm able to. I put a bookcase in there in the living room, you can see, because we actually had built-in bookshelves in our apartment, which was such a treat. Adam and I, we read a lot. I read a lot, and I have so many wonderful memories with books that I've read and the people that have given them to me, that the idea of parting with my books I don't like it. So I keep all of them. And yeah, put the TV in there. Okay, we've got the kitchen going in. This was tough, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. This was probably one of my very first builds in The Sims 4. And I was just still getting used to all the, you know, all the controls and just how everything works for The Sims 4, because I actually did not, and I have not played The Sims 3. I did play The Sims 2. I had that on my old laptop. And then, of course, The Sims 1, that's what got me into this game. I got that like in the first couple months when it was first released. My mom picked that up for me at Costco. Woohoo! And I had every single expansion pack for it. I freaking loved that game. And I played The Sims 2, and then The Sims 3. My computer, my old laptop, wasn't powerful enough to run The Sims 3. And then I was living abroad, and I just wasn't really a thing to get a new computer, you know, until last year. And then when I got that new computer, I was like, cool, now I can get The Sims 4 and get back into to simming. Yeah, so like I said, still getting used to the controls. I actually made this video in August of 2016, and I am currently recording this narration in April of 2017. So I've been sitting on this video for a long time, and I'm really wanting to getting back into recording and sharing all these cool builds, because the Sims community is just amazing. That's one of the coolest things I have to say since I played The Sims 2 to now Sims 4, is that in that time, I mean, YouTube has been invented, and then it's such a huge phenomenon now, and people are able to share the Sims community online, especially through YouTube. And I have been having so much fun finding other simmers and their videos, and, you know, seeing what people are doing and the things that they're making out there, and it's very inspiring. So like I said, I started with something that was near and dear to my heart, my old home in Phoenix, and just finishing up the build here, getting some of the stuff out on the balcony. I'll go into screenshots, I think, if I'm able to capture them in a bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.